So, I mean, in this demo, I'll be covering a brief overview of Marketing Cloud, what is Marketing Cloud, and what are the modules present and different platforms in the Marketing Cloud. And then I'll also be briefly discussing about what are the customizations involved and what is the development platform, AMP script, integrations, and I'll just give some use cases, and then I'll also touch upon the certifications and how is the current market with the Marketing Cloud outside. As you can see, um, previously, you can see in the slide like about the Industrial Revolution. You can see in 1700 we have the steam. So using the coal, we used to generate the steam, which is used to run all the. For example, you can see on the screen the trains, and then we have in 1800 we have the electricity revolution, and then in 1970 we have the computing, digital, all this stuff, and currently we are in like fourth generation intelligence. So all is like we have the artificial intelligence, IoT, all this stuff. Okay, and coming to data explosion, I mean, way back the marketing was like mouth marketing, and then we have switch to mass marketing, like we have these televisions, newspapers, all this stuff, and then the last was like digital marketing, and the current is the intelligent marketing, that is artificial intelligence. The study states that like by 2020 we have we might expect 10 devices per person, and we have like it could be like 4.4 billion social users. Okay, I'll start with Marketing Cloud. So Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Uh, Previously it was Exact Target, and then Salesforce acquired. Previously the name is Exact Target, and it was founded in late 2000 by Scott, Chris, and Peter with 200,000 in financing. And then the Exact Target went public in March 2012, and they raised 161 million in funding on New York Stock Exchange. And later in 2012, they acquired a marketing automation vendor, Pardot, for 96 million, and then they acquired different other applications like the product recommendation engine, IGO Digital, for 21 million. And then in June 2012, Salesforce acquired the Exact Target for 2.5 billion, and then later it changed the name from Exact Target to Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And the Salesforce Marketing Cloud is primarily built on .NET platform in the backend, and it uses MySQL SQL database for major app operation. Apart from that, it uses other Stackato, Oracle for other small applications within the backend, but major is MySQL, and the platform is .NET in the backend. Uh, Guys, are you able to follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any questions as of now?
Nothing as of now.
No.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. So you can see this is Litmus 2018 state of email workflows. You can see Salesforce, iterated Salesforce, 26.6% of the email services which are used over worldwide. Salesforce occupies 26.6, and later followed by MailChimp and all the other vendors like IBM, Oracle, Marketo. And gradually after Salesforce acquired the Exact Target, the usage has increased tremendously, and we are seeing a lot of new customers which are flowing into Marketing Cloud, and already existing Salesforce customers are trying to adopt and use the Salesforce, eliminating their uh, other marketing platforms, and they are trying to integrate the Marketing Cloud into the Salesforce. And you can see, a few examples of Marketing Cloud customers. You can see Diesel, Adidas, American Red Cross, Pizza Hut, Sky, McD, and these are just few examples. And we have lot of customers who are using Marketing Cloud. And I'll just give an brief overview. So Salesforce Marketing Cloud is an customer relationship management platform uh, for marketers that allow them to create and manage marketing relationships and campaigns with customers. So basically, Salesforce as a whole is a CRM application, and coming to Marketing Cloud also, it majorly concentrates on CRM applications. And this application is mainly used by the marketers to manage their day in and day out stuff, and target the customers. And the Marketing Cloud has a lot of modules like channels. Like basically, we divide that into two parts. Okay, I'll just show this slide. You can see basically we can divide Marketing Cloud into two parts, like channels and platforms. Channels, you can see we have Email Studio, Mobile Studio, Social Studio, Advertising Studio, Web Studio. Channel in the sense like how we reach out to the customer, through which platform um, we reach out to the customer. So coming to Email Studio, like we can send out an email to the customers, like we can send individual emails or mass emails to the end customers. And using Mobile Studio, we have two parts in Mobile Studio: Mobile Connect and Mobile Push. Through Mobile Connect, we can send SMS, and through Mobile Push, we can send push notifications to customers, push notifications to apps. And using Social Studio, we can reach out to customer in social channels like Facebook, Twitter, all this. And using Advertising Studio, we can broadcast our advertising regarding our brands, all those stuff, using the Advertising Studio. And coming to Web Studio, we can build out forms like pages or like web kind of websites, and we can reach out to customers and take the feedback from the customers using the forms or subscription centers. And then we can pull in back the information into the Marketing Cloud. So these are all channels through which we can reach out to customers. And we have different platforms which work on top of all these channels. And the major platforms include Journey Builder. And Journey Builder is a major platform within the Marketing Cloud. And we have the Audience Builder, which maintains all the contacts within the Marketing Cloud. Then we have the Personalization Builder, which is used by the Einstein Predictive Intelligence. And then we have the Content Builder. Basically, we use the Content Builder to store the stuff in the Marketing Cloud. Like we can build emails in the Content Builder. We can upload images. We can create images. All this stuff within the Content Builder. And then we have the Analytics Builder, wherein we can build reports, use the standard reports, and we can do all the analytics within the Analytics Builder. And then we have the Marketing Cloud Connect. And this is the main stuff. Like we use the Marketing Cloud Connect to integrate the Salesforce code, the Sales Cloud, the Service Cloud to the Marketing Cloud. And I'll be discussing more on the Marketing Cloud Connect in the coming slides. And major stuff would be the Journey Builder, because I mean, marketers day in and day out, they would be using the journey builder to reach out to the customer and to build the customer journey. And what I'll do is like I'll just open the Marketing Cloud and I'll show you. Okay, if you can see, this is the Marketing Cloud UI,
Yep.
and you can see the different channels I talked about. This is Email Studio, this is Mobile Studio, this is Social Studio, Web Studio. Okay, these are all channels. And you can see, as I said, in the Mobile Studio, we have two parts. One is Marketing Connect and one is Mobile Push. Then we have mobile Web Studio, wherein we can build pages, kind of websites. You can think of websites or like forms. And then coming to platforms, you can see this is Journey
One
Build.
question.
Yeah, tell me.
In the web studio that you talked about pages, are those same VF pages or like how what language are those pages in, or those are like just drag and drop and it automatically creates form? How it is?
Okay, okay, and okay. Just before that, what I'll do is like I'll just clear out this doubt. Okay, see, Salesforce. Salesforce is a CRM platform, and we have a force.com to build in applications, custom applications on the force.com platform. And the languages which are used in Salesforce is like we have previously we used to have Visual Force, and now also we have the Visual Force and we have the Lightning, which is used for UI development, and backend we have Apex. Okay, all this stuff is related to Salesforce, but when coming to Marketing Cloud, as I said, it's not a Marketing Cloud tool. It was brought from the exact target. So this Marketing Cloud is no way related to Salesforce previously, and Salesforce just acquired the Marketing Cloud, and it has its own languages. Like I said, it is built on .NET in the backend, and the database language which was used is MySQL, SQL, and uh, the development, when coming to customization and development, we don't have we don't have the Visual Force, we don't have the Apex in Marketing Cloud. It's totally different platform, and for customization and development we use AMP script, and AMP script is a native language of Marketing Cloud, and it is built on top of JavaScript, and you can think of AMP script as a JavaScript. So if you are familiar with AMP script, then you can just easily cope up with if you're familiar with JavaScript, you can easily cope up with the AMP script. And for server side, we have SSJS. That's an different development language, SSJS. And then for querying the database, we use SQL, that is MySQL. The syntax is pretty much same as MySQL. So when coming to your doubt, cloud pages, uh, this is we have the drag and drop functionalities. You can just use the drag and drop functionality to create the cloud pages, and if you just want to customize that, you can use the HTML. Okay, and AMP script and SSJS, all this stuff to customize. Primarily it's basically an HTML, and you can embed all the UI technologies, like you can use the HTML, you can use the JavaScript, you can use the jQuery, all this stuff for building the cloud pages. Uh,
Okay.
is that answered your question?
Yeah.
Okay, okay then. And are you clear about this? Like, what's the difference between Marketing Cloud and Salesforce, and how it is different?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and coming to, these are the channels, and coming to the platforms, you can see this is Journey Builder and this is Automation Studio. And Automation Studio is one other big important thing in Marketing Cloud. We will use Automation Studio to automate the different channels, like we can automate the email sends or mobile sends, and we can automate the data inflow and data outflow within the Marketing Cloud. And coming to content builder, like I said, you can build the contents, the email stuff, the images, all those things comes under content builder. And analytics builder, as I said, like it mainly deals about the reporting stuff. You can use the standard reports, or you can use the custom, you can build your own custom reports within this analytics builder. And we have another concept called discover reports, which is an additional paid feature, which is an advanced reporting tool offered by Marketing Cloud. And we have this audience builder that mainly deals about contact builder. The contact builder is stuff which deals about the contacts, like the subscribers we store within the Marketing Cloud. And this personalization builder is mainly about predictive intelligence. And I'll just briefly touch this in the coming slides. So this is the whole modules and channels within the Marketing Cloud. And okay, and what I'll do is, like, since most of you already familiar with Salesforce, um, in Salesforce, I think you're already aware, like the Salesforce, he's hosted on different instances. I'll show you.
You mean servers, NA7 and all those?
Yeah, yeah. I'll show you.
Okay.
The Salesforce is hosted on servers, and we call it as instances in Salesforce language. And instances or servers, in the sense, let's say, like you are an American customer, and you brought in Salesforce license. And since if your customer base is based out of America, then your account will be hosted in American region. Like you can see NA, North America. All these servers are hosted in America. And let's say, like you're based out of Europe, and if you buy out a license and you want an account hosted in Europe, then you can see these are European servers, EU. And if you're an Asian customer and based out of a PAC region, then you can see this AP. So all this stuff, servers are hosted in Singapore, and the naming convention starts with AP. So these are different instances or servers in Salesforce. And when coming to Marketing Cloud, we don't have the instances. It's altogether a different stuff in Marketing Cloud. Here we call the servers as stacks. You can see S1, S2, S3, S4, S6, S7, and S8 and S10. So this S means stack. So we call it as stack. So stack 1, stack 4, stack 5, stack 7. So whenever you buy an account or license from Marketing Cloud, it will be hosted in one of the stacks. And currently all these stacks are hosted in US itself. And we have the data centers in Indianapolis. We have data centers in San Francisco. All the stacks are hosted in US. So basically, they are now trying to expand to different regions, and soon we will be seeing a data center in Europe. So basically, when they, exact target, it was primarily based out of US, Indiana. and San Francisco. So they hosted all the data centers in US itself. And now when Salesforce acquired it, they're trying to expand it to different geos. Uh, okay, and let's say like whenever in Salesforce we have the concept of org ID. The organization ID. Like that, we have the MID concept. Uh, okay. Whenever you buy out a license, you will get an MID. I'll show you like this is my MID, and you can take your MID and you can just keep it over here, and you can just search it, and it will show you like on which stack your account is hosted. And you can see my stack is hosted in S1. And you can check this trust.marketingcloud.com. So to see the health of your account, and if there are any service disruptions within the last 4 weeks, or currently if there is any performance degradation, you can see if there is any service unavailability, it will be highlighted in red. You can see on September 13 there is a stack unavailable, and what is the impact, and when it started, when it ended, all this stuff you can just go through this trust. And this is like this will be helpful to you day in and day out. Let's say like you opened your marketing cloud account and you're not able to log in, or like you're able to log in and it is very slow, then you can straight away log into this trust site, and give your MID, and then just check the server health. Okay, and if there are any maintenance activities, you can that will be posted here, and you can just go through that stuff as well. You can see today, in the sense like last night, we had some new functionality that was pushed into the marketing cloud, that is enhanced login screen. So what it mean is like previously, I'll show you. When you log into marketing cloud, previously we used to have username and password in the same screen in the one go. Like you need to give your username and password on the same screen and click on go, and you'll be logged into marketing cloud. Now we have two-step login. Like once first we will give the username, and when we click on next, it will ask for password. You can see I'll just give my username, and it will ask for password. So this is enhanced login and two-step authentication. Okay. Any doubts on this trust?
No, Gopal.
Okay. And you're
Yeah.
able to correlate. Yeah.
No, I said no doubts.
Okay. And you're able to correlate, right? This is Marketing Cloud and this is Salesforce. So I'm just,
Yep.
since you're already familiar with Salesforce, I'm just correlating those stuff so that you can easily understand.
Yep.
One
Got it.
question I have, like how in Salesforce we have production sandboxes. Do we have the same way in Marketing Cloud?
Yeah, good question, and I was able to talk about that. In Salesforce, we have the concept of production and sandboxes, like, and you can see sandboxes are hosted in CS, and we don't have that concept in Marketing Cloud. We don't have any sandboxes, but you can request for previously, if you can, for the old customers, we will see an sandbox instance, but it's an just a name, but we don't have primarily sandbox concept within the Marketing Cloud. Everything is hosted on production, and if you want to test out anything, you can carry out the same stuff on your original production instance itself. And we don't have a concept of sandboxes in Marketing Cloud. and everything is hosted on live databases. And if you want to test out anything, you can just use the production stuff itself. Like you can, let's say, like you want to send out some millions of thousands of emails. What you can do is you can just try it. The test sending out test emails with like limited customers, like test contacts, like 100 contacts from your same account, and then if that goes well, then you can go with your production deployment. And
But that's a problem, right? Like in the reason in actual Salesforce we have sandbox is we can when we doing a custom development, completely new development, like writing a code and all those things. We first test it out if it's working properly before we push it in production, so that we don't break anything in production. Now, in this case, if you're developing something in Marketing Cloud and something that is new, and that's why we have to try it out, and it automatically triggers out emails, and all the customers are getting email, and that's one thing which the company won't like at all, like the customers getting email. Even if you are testing it for 100 contacts, that contacts should not be the actual contacts who should be getting emails, because they no normally users don't like spam emails or like test emails to be seen in their mailbox. So then.
yeah, I got your point. So here we have a concept of business units. You can see under my account, there's only one account. Okay, in my account, you can see only one business unit. So
Mhm,
what you can do is you can have different business unit, like just think of it as sandbox, but it's a totally different concept. We can have different business units, and you can create one business unit for testing out, and for your development stuff, one business unit. And you can test out all the stuff in that business unit, and if that goes well, you can transfer the same code to your other production business units.
so create means I can create by my own and it's free.
Yeah, you can. Initially when you are buying the license, you can. You can talk to your marketing cloud account executive that you will be using a multi business units, and after that you can create n number of business units. But having said that, just understand, like you can create any business units, and understand that all the business units are hosted on the production itself, and there's no concept of sandbox. But you
Mhm.
can just differentiate with you can just have a differentiation, and majorly the concept of business units comes into play. It not for your this sandbox stuff. Majorly we use the business units for segregating your business. I'll give you an example. Let's say, like you have an Adidas. So how they maintain is they have different business units for different brands. Okay.
Mhm.
For shoes, they have one business unit. Okay. For uh, I mean, uh, for trousers, they have one business unit. For for other stuff, for sportswear, they have different business units. So for each business units, you can have a different business unit, and that's one business use case. And the other business use case is, let's say, like your company is a multinational, and you have your businesses all over the world. Then what you can do is you can have each business unit for each country. Like for India, you have one business unit. For Europe, we have one business unit. For America, we have you can have one business unit. So like that, you can differentiate your businesses using the business unit, and like that you can keep one business unit for your testing stuff. And coming to your other doubt, like I said, you won't be sending out test emails to your live customers. What you can do is you can have a set of customers, like test customers, like your development team, or like your BI users, all those users in one location. Like let's say, like you have 10 users, like all the developers and the BIs and the clients who will be testing in one place, and you can use that. contacts for testing your stuff, like sending out emails, SMS, all the stuff. And
And do
for
I need to
testing,
manually create those contacts in those? Like, do I need to manually create, or there is a way to mass load or something like that?
yeah, we have different options. I'll probably in the coming sessions, I'll briefly touch about that. So majorly, what you can do is like we have different options. One is you can manually create. One is you can, let's say, like you have contacts in an Excel, then you can just upload that in mass
Okay.
into Marketing Cloud. That is one way. And let's say like you have contacts in another third party, let's say like you have contacts in Salesforce, then you can upload that into Marketing Cloud using Marketing Cloud Connect. And the other ways are like you can use APIs to like upload the contacts into Marketing Cloud. You can use API. So we have all pretty much all the options which we will have in other tools. We have all those options in Marketing Cloud.
Okay.
And okay, is that clears your doubt?
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, that's one thing. Uh, and okay, I'll just touch upon this. Mm, so in Salesforce, we have the concept of objects, standard objects and custom objects, right? In the same
Yes.
way, okay, in the same way, in Marketing Cloud, we have the concept of data extensions. You can just think of it as an object in Salesforce. Okay. In this data extensions, okay, I'll just uh, you can see like in objects we have attribute, standard, and custom. So here also you can create attributes, like you can just click on create attribute and give it a name and data type length. So just think of it as an object in Salesforce. So in this data extension, we were talking about contacts, right? Like how we can load the data in Marketing Cloud. So you can load the data in this data extensions, and you can see you have an import export, and you can if you want to directly add a record, you can just click on add record and you can add the stuff here. And you can use this external key to dump the data through an API, all this stuff. So just think it as an object in Salesforce, and we can have any number of attributes. And uh, this type, when it comes to type sendable, so if you want to use this data extension to send out your communications, either emails or SMS, you can make it sendable. And if you don't want to use this data extension for sending, and if you just want to use this data extension for storing data, intermittent data, then you can make it as non-sendable. Okay. And this contact builder, um, this is the major module in the Marketing Cloud, and all things revolve around this contact builder. You can see we have data designer, and this is kind of like schema, and like how you can correlate. So you have different objects. Like you have in Salesforce, you have account, then you have contact, you can then you have other objects, and you can link. There is a relationship between each objects, right? So like that, you can build relationship within this data designer, how your data extensions are related to each other, and you can organize your data using this data designer. And then we have the concept of all contacts. This all contacts list will give you all the contacts within your Marketing Cloud, how many contacts and how many SMS contacts, push contacts, email contacts. It will show you all this stuff. Okay. within the all contacts. And we have the data sources, and I'll just show you. When I click on synchronized, like I said, we have the concept of Marketing Cloud Connect. So this Marketing Cloud Connect is used to integrate Salesforce and Marketing Cloud. So when how it works, so we have a Marketing Cloud Connect package. What you need to do is you need to install that in your Salesforce account. Like you can install it in Sandbox or production. Once you install that package, then you can there are a few configuration steps that you need to follow for the integrations. Once you're done with the integration, what you can do is you can pull in any information from Salesforce into Marketing Cloud. You can pull in any object, like you can see I integrated account object, lead object, and this is my custom object and user object. So you can just, if you click on setup objects, it will list down all your objects within your Salesforce account, and you can select any object and you can synchronize that object. You can see all my Salesforce objects are listed here. And once you configure that, and you can configure like the timings, like for how the minimum is 15 minutes. So for every 15 minutes, my account object will be synced between Marketing Cloud and Salesforce. Let's say like if there are any new contact accounts created, like in the next run, like every 15 minutes, a job runs in the backend and it will pulls in all the records from Salesforce to Marketing Cloud, and you can just edit it, like the poll schedule, and you can have which records, like records created after 2015 or like before 2015. You can have filters, all those stuff here. And um, uh, since after Salesforce acquired, and before Salesforce acquiring, Exact Target has a lot of customer base, and after Salesforce acquired, what they're now trying is like Salesforce is promoting this Marketing Cloud to their existing customers, and right now a lot of existing customers are trying to adopt this Marketing Cloud, and that's why they build this Marketing Cloud Connect to have seamless integration between Salesforce and Marketing Cloud. And right now we have a lot of functionalities, like from Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, you can directly send out emails. Like you can directly have access to Marketing Cloud from Sales Cloud. You can select the email, send out an email, send out an SMS, and you can perform all this operation seamlessly from your Sales or Service Cloud. Any doubts as of now between this connector?
No.
Any?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. And that's one thing. And I'll just come to Journey Builder, which is the main part. Okay, this Journey Builder. So what I'll do, okay, I'll just quickly show you. You can see, okay, I'll give an introduction about this journey. Uh, so, okay, before this, I'll show you the other stuff. Like I said, like we have email, and just coming to email, it's not just about sending out an email, marketing email. So what happens is, once you send out an email, what you can do is you can track all the information. Uh, I'll show. See, this is an email just I sent out. I just send out an email, and you can see this is my email. Okay. And after sending out the emails, sending out an email is the first part, and the second part, what is the major part is, you will have all the tracking information, like how the customers are engaged with that email, all this stuff. You can see, you can check the delivery rate. is the email, I mean, let's say like I send out 100 emails, and out of 100 emails, how many are bounces, hard bounces, soft bounces, and how many are delivered. You can see I sent one email and delivered is one email. So the delivery rate is 100%. And after that, you can see we have a different I mean tracking parameters. One is open. So how many times I opened the email, how many times I see, let's say like this is my, I got my email, I just clicked on this, so I just opened an email, and that will be tracked here in the opens. And you can see there is a link in this. I'll just click on this, and that click will be captured in clicks. Okay, I forward this email to a friend, that forwards will be captured here. And this conversion service and subscribes I'll briefly touch in the coming sessions. Okay, but majorly we deal with this opens, clicks, and forwards. Okay, and out of this, how many unique opens, how many unique clicks? Unique clicks in the sense like I open it once, one time, and that will be an unique click. And let's say like I send it to 10 contacts, so that unique clicks will be captured in this unique section. Okay, and this clicks, when I just uh, click on this, it will give me uh, who is the subscriber who clicked on this, and what's his email, and what's the timestamp, and what is the click, what is the link clicked, all the stuff. So you can have every customer engagement captured, and then you can build reports on top of this. Let's say like you send out an email to 1,000 subscribers or customers, and then you wanted to know like who is I mean, who is your loyal customer, like who is engaging constantly. Then you can build out reports, and then let's say like if some customers didn't open, then you can send out reminder emails, all the stuff. And the for the customers who opened, you can send out an other offers of your brand, all those stuff you can do it email studio. So, any doubts in this email?
No.
Okay. And when you come to Journey Builder, okay, and this is where you automate all your marketing stuff. Okay, I'll give you an example. So first of all, I'll just select a data extension. I mean, we have like a multiple entry source. One is data extension. Like I showed, you can have a data extension, store all your contacts, and use that for sending out the communications. Okay, or else you can have an API. Through an API call, you can inject the audience, I mean, the contacts into the journey. We have audience using the automation studio. We have cloud pages. So this cloud page is an interesting topic. Let's say like I have a form. Let's say like you think of this as a form. um, you just give the email address, all this stuff, and you can just click on go. And once he enters, I can have this cloud page as an entry source, and you can inject that contact into the journey. Okay, and what you can do is, let's say like I selected the data extension. Okay, and what I can do is, okay, I can have an wait activity for a day, or I mean, you can create it for days, minutes, hours, weeks, anything. Okay, and then I'll have an email activity. Okay, and I'll show, let's say I send out an email. Okay, I'll wait for one day. Okay, and using this engagement split, I can check this stuff: who opened, who clicked, all this stuff in the engagement split. And what I'll do is, if customers didn't open this email, I'll send out an reminder email. Okay, and if the customers who opened an email, I'll send out an onboarding email. Okay, so like this, I can create a journey. Like I can have waits. Like I'll send out an email, I'll wait for 10 days or one day, and then based on the customer interaction, I'll have different paths. Like I'll use the engagement. If a customer opens an email, I'll send some other stuff in another email. If it didn't open an email, I'll send an reminder email. Let's say like still he didn't open the email. What I'll do is I can have the engagement split here, and what I'll do is I'll send a SMS. I can send the SMS activity. Okay. Let's say like he didn't open an email, so I desperately want to reach out to customer. Then I'll send out an SMS. Let's say like if that didn't work, what I'll do is like I'll send a push notification. Let's say like you have an app and installed, and I'll send out a push notification. So I can have different paths and different journeys. And what I'll do is like you can have a random split. What random split does is like you have 100 customers, and if you have two kind of emails, then you can randomly send it to different customers using this random split. Okay. And we have the decision split. Okay. What I'll do is like in the decision split, let's say I can you have different like I said, you have different brands. Okay. And in the different brands, um, uh, uh, your company is a multinational company, and you have customers in India, you have customers in UK. Okay. UK. And what you can do is you can have different. Okay. You want to since you send out different stuff to different customers, you can have different emails. Let's say like I send out one email to UK customers, different you, and one kind of email to Indian customers. You can use this decision splits, and you can use this join. Like you can have this join. Okay. And let's say like they went this path, and if you want to join that path to you can join this path to here, or anyway in between the journey you can use the joins. Okay. um, these are the major stuff. Like basically what you do is you have the different channels, right? Emails, SMS, push. You can use all those channels, and you can reach out to customers, and you can have that stuff automated. Just think of this as a flow within the Salesforce, and you can design all your flow chats based on your business requirement and business use case within the journey builder. And you can have any entry source, API events, and audience, and automation, all those stuff. And you can just what you can do is I'll just show you. I have a data extension. I'll just select that, and you can filter out of this data extension. You can filter like which context can be entered into this. Okay, once that is done, you can schedule this. Okay, you can run it once. You can run it reoccurring, like uh, you can run it daily, like on specified time, or you can have an automation. So I'll once you create an automation in Automation Studio, this will be enabled, and you can automate this as well. So you have flexibility, like how you can run it, when you can run it, and how many times you can run it. Okay, that's one stuff. And major other major stuff is as I said, you can integrate the Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. Okay. Okay. Service Cloud, and you can see all the Sales Cloud and Service Cloud activities. What you can do is, let's say you send out an email, and that uh, after that email is opened by the customer. What you can do is, if he's interested, you can directly create a contact. from Marketing Cloud in Salesforce. This is for creating contact. Like that, you can create task in the Marketing Cloud. Let's say like you send out a reminder email, then you after that you can create a task, you can create a case, you can create a campaign member, you can create a lead, all this stuff. You can convert a lead, all this stuff account. You can do all this stuff. You can update activities, objects in. That's one thing. And the other thing is we have an other major concept, Salesforce data. What you can do is you can configure the Salesforce objects here. You can use the Salesforce objects as an entry source. What it mean is like, let's say you have an account in Salesforce, and what you can do is you can just select that account here. Okay, and just select any owner ID, and you can just check on is created and is updated, and what is the criteria, you can define account name. Okay, or just you can just remove is updated, and you can just define filter. I'll just touch upon briefly, I mean in detail in the coming session. I'll just giving you a brief idea. So what it does is, once I create that, you can see account is created. So whenever you create an account in Salesforce, that record flows into Marketing Cloud, and it just flows through this journey. So what your use case might be like, whenever you create an account, let's say like you have a brand new customers, and you created an account in Salesforce. Uh, what you need to do is, once your account is created, you need to send out an email, onboarding email. You send out an you want to send out an SMS, you want to send out a push notification, then you can automate all those process. So you can just configure the object, and you can configure the different channels, email, push, all those stuff here, and just activate this, and that's it. Whenever a new account is created or updated, all the communications will be sent on the fly, and without any manual intervention. uh, any doubts on this, Johnny?
Uh, just one doubt I had was like when you said Salesforce Marketing Cloud connect, you connect Salesforce org to Marketing Cloud org, and you said we have different businesses, so that's why we have different business units configured. So
Yeah.
certain times what happens, like in a couple of companies I've worked in, they had different business unit in work org, and some of the business unit had different org as well. Now, suppose there are two different orgs in a company, and they both want one marketing cloud. How can that be configured using marketing
Okay.
cloud?
See, we have an multi-org concept. So once you enable that, what you can do is you can map one business unit to one Salesforce org. So you can have that one-to-one mapping, or you can have um, what you can do is you can have, if let's say like you have three Salesforce orgs, three production environments, you can connect all those three stuff to this Marketing Cloud. Also, once that multi-arg is enabled, you can connect one business unit in Marketing Cloud to one Salesforce org or a sandbox org in Salesforce, and you can have the sandbox or org also connected to Marketing Cloud. And where you will see that stuff is, I'll just show you. So in the account, when you click on Salesforce integration, you can see, if you're connecting a sandbox, you can just click sandbox, and you can see this is a Salesforce org ID, and see um, this is a connection, and you can see the status. If the connection is connected, you will see the status connected. And if you just click on edit, You can see this is once you disconnect, you will have an option to again connect select the Salesforce org ID.
Okay, and you said once you enable, by that mean it's a separate cost or it comes with the marketing cloud license only?
I mean, see, Marketing Cloud, everything is, I mean, we have some basic features, and then on top of that, everything comes as an separate licensing. So it depends on the type of license you bought. But in this will be part of basic package. And when coming to installation, I mean, you can do it. There's no intervention needed by from the Marketing Cloud. What you can do is you can simply install the Marketing Cloud Connect to your Salesforce org, and there are a few steps in the documentation. And once you follow that, you can have the connection established, and there are few features. Let's say, like, if you're not seeing any of these features, what you can do is you can just raise a case with the Salesforce, and if it is part of your license, and Salesforce support will be enabling all these features.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said part of your license,
One clarification.
I was seeing marketing cloud license. It's not like Salesforce, like unlimited enterprise. It's like basic licenses where you get email, mobile, and web.
Yeah, yeah,
And if you need
yeah, yeah,
social, that's another license. If you
yeah, yeah,
need something else,
everything.
that's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
license.
Yeah, so as I said, see, I mean, this is totally a different platform. So licensing
Yeah.
is
No, my
also
question was
totally different. Yeah.
when you buy basic, you get mobile, web, and email. So how about the number of users that can have that license? Is there a limit on that?
Yeah, yeah. See, that basic license, once you buy that, this licensing, Salesforce licensing, and usage depends on number of the users and number of the API calls. Different parameters. See, it depends. The number of users is one parameter, and number of communications, like how many emails you will be sending, how many SMS you will be sending. That's one parameter. And if you're using APIs, then number of API calls. So all this will be clubbed and will be built on top of your license.
So if you go for basic, how much you get usually, like use number of users and all?
Uh, no, I mean, there's no like number of users. See, let's say, like, once you're buying the license, then at that time you can give a rough estimate, like how you, let's say, like, I might be expecting like 1,000 users, then he'll be providing your license for 1,000, but that will not restrict you from creating new users. You will still be allowed an option to create new users, but in the coming cycle, in the next billing cycle and mid-year review, what the Marketing Cloud account executive will do is, like, he'll send you like your current usage and your current number of users, and he'll tell you, like, you bought the license for these many number of users. Now your account has these additional these many users, and he'll you will be billed for that. And if you don't want that, then you can delete the existing users and you can continue
So
with
that
your
means the costing is per user. It's not for the like Salesforce for if you buy unlimited, you get this many user licenses.
no, yeah, licensing is different here. And like I said, it will be per user, and it also depends on the usage. Okay.
Okay.
All that will be a combination. It will be a combination of users, usage in the sense, like, how many emails you will be sending, SMS you will be sending, and the calls, number of API calls. So
Okay.
it bundles up with all this three stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. And that three channels, what you saw, email, mobile, and the push, all these three channels, that will be channels for communications. So on top of that, you will have all these platforms, like you will have the platforms included in your package, and you can use that. Okay. And coming to this Salesforce,
Gopal, one clarification.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, I just have one clarification.
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Is Marketing Connect, whether it's just an integration part or we can use from Salesforce as well. Like Pardot, if you connect with Pardot, you can log in through Pardot also, as well as you can able to work from Salesforce itself. Like if you click on the object Pardot, the Pardot will be open and you can able to work in a single login itself. So is that Marketing Connect as will work same as well, or it's something different? We need to log in both the instance.
No, no, no. So once you install the Marketing Cloud Connect and establish the integration, so like I said, from the Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, you can seamlessly log in, use the Marketing Cloud functionalities. Like from the Sales Cloud itself, you can send out emails, you can send out SMS, all this stuff.
Not SMS emails. I'm just asking about login itself, login instance. So, for example, we have Pardot. Pardot, we once we integrate,
Okay,
there is an object in Salesforce as Pardot. So if you
okay,
open the object, it will ask a single first time. It will ask for username and password to log in. Once you logged in and give the access to Salesforce, then you can able to access Pardot itself inside the Salesforce.
okay. So no,
And
this is
login,
different.
like Marketing Cloud, we need to have two logins, right? Like we need to log into this exact target dot URL as well as
Yeah.
Salesforce.
Yeah, Salesforce, yeah, two stuff. But one thing is like, once you integrate, if you wanted to use, we have some functionalities which you can use directly from Salesforce, Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, and for that you don't need to log into your Marketing Cloud instance.
Some functionalities, right?
Yeah, some functionalities which are integrated. You don't need to use, you don't need to log in. That will be seamless once you integrate your, and if you have the integration user setup, then it will be seamless.
Okay, sure.
So in that case, like I don't have Marketing Cloud access in my company currently, but in
Hmm.
normal Salesforce Sales and Service Cloud, I see a app called Marketing Cloud. Is that the Marketing Cloud app you're talking about for correction?
Yes, see, Marketing Cloud, I'm not sure. See, some what do you call, some businesses, they'll have the app name as they'll create a they'll
A
create
custom
an
app for their
custom
own
app, and they can name it as Marketing Cloud. So I don't know how it was configured, but what you can how you can cross check is when you go to tabs and click on Marketing Cloud tab, there you will see, when you click on the tab and if it opens, there you will see, if you see email, connector, all this stuff, then you can you can confirm like that is an Marketing Cloud integration connect.
So, but my question is, since I don't have Marketing Cloud access and I have admin access here in Salesforce, by any chance, if I go, suppose right now they have kept the tab hidden for admin also, I go and enable it, but still I won't be able to access it since I don't have Marketing Cloud access. Is that so?
So depends. See, there are two types of connections. Let's say like you integrated with an integration user, and using the permissions in Salesforce. I think if you have an idea about permission sets and permission sets.
Yes.
So let's say like if you are part of that permission set or profile, okay, then you don't need to have the Marketing Cloud credentials. You can just use that stuff.
Okay.
But if you can have another setting as well, like it will be like individual user, then for that you need to have an account in Salesforce, Marketing Cloud, to use it in Salesforce also. We
Okay.
can You can have two times, and I'll touch it up briefly in the coming sessions, like how you can integrate and how you can set up all the stuff.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and yeah, and coming to APIs. We have mainly two kind of APIs, the REST and the SOAP. And XML API was like an legacy feature, and soon it is Salesforce will be retiring this XML API. So main stuff is SOAP and REST, and we have SDKs as well for the third-party applications to use this marketing cloud. We have different SDKs. Okay, and one second. Okay, and I'll be brief. In the session, in the coming sessions, I'll be briefly touching what is REST, what is SOAP, how you can use the REST, how you can use the SOAP for. Let's say, the thing is, for some functionalities, you can use only SOAP. For some functionalities, you can use only REST. Like for mobile, you can use only REST API. And you can use SOAP for some functionalities. So there are restrictions, and I'll briefly touch like how which functionalities you can use REST, and which you can use SOAP. And I'll using the SOAP UI tool, I'll take some examples, and I'll show you how you can connect to Marketing Cloud using REST and SOAP API, and how you can fetch data, insert data, update data. I'll give few examples on the stuff. And coming to AMP script, I'll briefly explain you about the AMP script and AMP script functions, and how you can use it, where you can use it, how you can use it in email, how you can use it in cloud pages, and I'll give few examples. Okay, and what I'll do is like in this course, what I'll do is like I'll touch upon all the modules and channels, but basically I'll stress more on daily used and important applications, and that will be Journey Builder, Automation Studio, Email Studio, Mobile Studio, analytics. I'll more concentrate on this stuff, and I'll majorly concentrate on Journey, because this is where like you use day in and day out, and most of your customer requirements will revolve around these journeys. And coming to, I'll just open this. Okay, I think this Marketing Cloud SSGS. Okay, coming to certifications, we have 3 certifications in Marketing Cloud. The first one is Email Specialist, and then Marketing Cloud Consultant, and Social Specialist. So my session, so if you're done with the my course, this Marketing Cloud, then you can easily clear this Email Specialist and Marketing Cloud Consultant, and this Social Specialist, and it's not majorly used. And this Social Studio is not, as of now, the customer adoption is very less. So I'll be just briefing that, and I'll just give a brief overview, but I won't be going in depth into Social Studio, because that totally is a different product, which is acquired by Marketing Cloud. It is a Radian 6 product, and you will see just an integration from Marketing Cloud into. See, when I click on Social Studio, it will just route me to a different platform, Social Studio. That is based on. So I'll be majorly concentrating on this Email Specialist and Marketing Cloud Consultant, and we have the terms for Email Specialist as well. And if you just go through my training sessions, and once you just have go through the documentation, all the stuff, you can easily clear the certifications.